So because it's Thanksgiving here in America, okay, so this is a fun fact too. I didn't realize the UK doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. Like, my whole life, I just thought it was like a world holiday, or mostly world. But I don't know, I was watching this interview of One Direction, because they're from Ireland/England, and they're like, no, we don't usually do Thanksgiving. And I was like, what? What? I was so confused. I don't know, is this like a pick and choose Buddhist thing? But anyway, because it's Thanksgiving, well, it will be Thanksgiving when I post this, so I'm talking to myself in the future. That's lame. Okay. I'm going to show you the top 10 books. I painted my nails too, I'm just trying to show them off to you. Top 10 books that I'm grateful for, or thankful for. Thankful for sounds more Thanksgiving-y. Yeah. Thankful for more like because they just had a big impact on my life. If you've ever watched any of my YouTube videos ever, this isn't a surprise to you. Looking for Alaska by John Green. Basically, this is a story about a girl named Alaska and this guy, they call him Pudge. I forgot his actual biological name. He goes to this, he moves to this, school, private school, kind of, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. But he gets introduced to Alaska. She's kind of crazy. She's kind of wild. But as you get to know Alaska, she's kind of a person who takes everything out on herself. And everything's like, oh my god, it's my fault. It's my fault. It's always her fault. And at the end of the story, you kind of come to a resolution why you can't do that. And sometimes, this basically just taught me it's not always your fault, and that you do have to learn to forgive yourself, or it's not going to end well. It's going to lead to a bad down spiral one way or another. Next one I have is kind of weird. It's definitely wider than the last one. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Now, I kept thinking, what the hell is City of Bones doing here? Because we had that one, which is all sentimental, and now we have this one. This is a fantasy. This is about shadow hunters. I dressed up as Isabel for Halloween. They put tattoos on themselves, gives them powers. They fight demons. What the hell does that have to be thankful for? Basically, Alec Lightwood. But he just basically kind of taught me that it's always better to be yourself and deal with how hard that is at the time than live a whole life and everybody else accept you, but that whole life is a lie. And that's something to be thankful for, right? I'm thankful for him because I fell in love with him when I was reading about him. He also comes off as a very selfish character. A lot of people think he is. It just annoys me when it does. He's so self-centered and he's so complaining and he's always like, oh my god, my life isn't fair. And that's literally probably what a lot of people could think about me. And it's not. We don't show ourselves like that. We don't do it intentionally. We're just trying to mask it too hard and it comes off lewd. Next one I have here is Eleanor and Park by Elaine Boral. This is the pretty special edition, blue version. This is basically a love story that doesn't end happily, but it doesn't end like Romeo and Juliet with a death. It ends not happily with life playing its role. And that's, yeah, literally sometimes life happens and sometimes you get hurt because of it and sometimes you literally have no say in it whatsoever. And I'm thankful for it because it just kind of taught me they did love each other, even though they weren't supposed. This is kind of just tiny bit like Romeo and Juliet, because they weren't supposed to like each other, and they didn't start off liking each other. They were just like, you know what, you're just gonna sit there on the bus next to me, I'm going to ignore you, and then it didn't work out that way. And as it goes on, and you find about Eleanor's family and everything complicated, thankful because, yeah. Basically, sometimes you get no say in life whatsoever. Sometimes shit's just gonna happen, and you just gotta sit there and take it. Number 4. Now this one I bet nobody can guess. Witch and Wizard by James Patterson. Very, very short why I'm thankful for this. The main character is so much like me. She's very controlling. She comes off as a bitch. It's her and her brother. She's the witch, he's the wizard. Yeah, we got that. But basically because she's just a tiny, tiny girl that means nothing, and then she means everything. And it's kind of like Harry Potter, but it's not really, actually. But yeah, basically she's tiny, and it's not meant for her. but she just kind of steps into position. Number 5 is, I don't think anybody can guess this one either, Maximum Mind by James Patterson. This is Maximum Mind forever. There's 8 Maximum Minds I could pick from. This is a story of family that's not actually family. Basically, these people have special genetic powers, and they call themselves a flock, and they basically are all brothers and sisters, but they're not technically biologically. But this was the very, very first book I read where it kind of dawned on me that family, to quote Supernatural, family does not end in blood, and your best friend can be just as close to you as your sister. It doesn't matter. Whoever is there for you in your time when you need help in your life is who you should keep around. It doesn't matter if they're family or if they're not. Number 6 I think a lot of people could say they were thankful for reading this series, because a lot of people read this since 2005 was when it came out. The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. We've had Percy Jackson, we've had Heroes of Olympus, we now have Magnus Chase, we've had Kane Chronicles. Percy Jackson. I can't think of a specific reason why I love Percy Jackson or I'm thankful for it. He brought me so much joy. I grew up with Percy. Kind of. I mean, this came out in 2005. I probably got into Percy Jackson 2007, 2008, something like that. But at that time, it was up, I don't remember. I remember buying the 5th book. I remember being ecstatic when I heard Percy was back of Heroes of Olympus. Because Percy was characterized as stupid in school. He was the dyslexic one, he was the stupid one, he screwed up, he couldn't fit in school, and then he comes into this whole new world and he belongs. And basically the philosophy I got from that was, just because you're not in an environment you fit in, doesn't mean you won't fit in somewhere. Meaning if you suck at high school, doesn't mean you won't suck at college. The next one, I'm pretty sure everybody could put this on their thankful list. Harry Potter. This is the pretty illustrated version. This is the Sorcerer's Stone. The first book, all in pretty pictures. This is literally the whole first book and then pictures. This cost $40, people. This is insanely heavy. It's like 100 pounds. I got this for no apparent reason other than Harry Potter means so much to me. Like, I can't even exaggerate it. I remember I originally got it at the library, and then I bought paperback copies, and then I got the whole hardback because I went all out. And I remember walking into the movie theater on opening day, seeing the 7th Harry Potter, and that was like the only movie they were playing at my movie theater. I swear on it. And I remember going to Blockbuster beforehand, and we were buying candy to sneak in because we're those type of people. And her making comment like everybody's gonna be crying, and yeah, I was crying. I wasn't crying. I don't cry at movies. I cry afterwards. Like, give me 5 hours afterwards, and it just hits me, and I'm like, no, it's not over. Yeah, Harry Potter. I grew up with him. He was the first fantasy I can remember. He was probably, I want to say, the 3rd book series I read. It was very, very, I loved my Harry Potter. It means everything to me. And also J.K. Rowling's mind. Just literally reading Harry Potter, you're just like, literally absolutely anything can happen in a book. She just you define every rule ever. I bought all the Harry Potter movies. I have merchandise from Universal Studios. My parents know Harry Potter. They know the whole story. They've seen all the movies a few times. I just enforced it on them. Like, you have no choice. You will like Harry Potter. The 7th book I have is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. Oops. This is so not going to come up on anybody else's thankful list. This is about a girl who commits suicide, and she makes little recordings. She sends them to the 13 people that affected her and why she did it. And basically, if you read it, most people would probably think it was stupid and that all of this stuff was it was unnecessary for suicide. Basically, things lead up, but this basically is little minor details that you don't think mean jack can impact somebody's life greatly. don't screw it up. Don't play around with it. If you do something wrong, apologize, even if it's nothing. It helps people. Don't set people up. Don't. This one, he was trying to be there for her, and by that time she'd been set up so many times. He was just like, nope, nope, nope. And if she had taken his help, she would have been live, and yeah, you get the whole. Number 9, Go Online by Zoe Sugg, aka Zoella. Zoella is like the most known YouTuber ever. If you don't know her, like, do you even go on YouTube, guys? This girl deals with anxiety, and I can relate to this. Kind of weird saying you can relate to it. She doesn't stress about school, but for me, literally sometimes I'll be in school and my hands will just be shaking, and I'm just there like, I have to do this and this and this and this. I'm even stressing over break, over homework and stuff I have to do next Tuesday, and I even stressed out over Black Friday. Why? I don't even know, but I can stress myself out to the point of anxiety, and she's very chilled with how she handles this, and I got drawn into the story, and I liked it so much, and it's quite cute for a love story with anxiety. The last one, I'm about to post to you for this, so it's so weird because I'm talking like in the present but the past, but like I'm not. I'm so confused. Carry On by Rainbow Owl. Whew. This is quite big. This is the spin-off to Fangirl. Again, I'm about to make the review for it and about to post it. I loved this book. This is the love story between Simon Snow and Bastillion, whatever, Baz, Simon and Baz. And I know what you're gonna think, oh god, a gay love story. No, because a lot of people just make gay love stories kind of long. This is amazing, especially, I can't tell you why I'm thankful for it, because of the end. Basically, the character loses what belonged to him his whole life and what he would always be heartbroken about forever, and basically you can lose yourself, and through his friend and slash boyfriend slash then his other friend and his ex-girlfriend, it's kind of complicated, he was happy again, and you can get so much taken away from you, and you can get back there. I love you, you stupid book. Anyway, yes. That's the 10 books I'm thankful for. I'm Annalyse. Thank you for watching. Bye. I'm not going to let go of this book. I love it too much.